We hope you're having a great day. One of the things that we love to remind our members about are some of the simple compliance things that you can do and to ensure that you're in full compliance with all of the different requirements and uh, uh, and laws that are out there. And so one of those areas is through employment. So if you have any number of employees in your office, including one, then you actually have a requirement to post posters. You have required employment posters or signs that have to go up in your practice, in a break room, in a common area, in those common areas where employees gather or are in a or go through in a regular basis. And so it's required that they're in a very noticeable area. Now, some people just go the simple route, and I'm not sure if this is really simple, but they order something from an entity, and it comes laminated in a roll, and then you hang it up. Sometimes the challenge with that is how often they're updated. Interestingly, over the last 5 years, we've had probably 6 or 7 different updates that require modifications to the signs on a regular basis, sometimes even halfway through the year. And so you've got to do updates to some of those signs. And so you're repurchasing and rehanging. And so what we've tried to do is make this actually simple, because there is no purchase that's required. All of those signs and required posters are actually available to you online for free. The problem is they're in a number of different areas. In fact, there are required posters from the U.S. Department of Labor, from the Illinois Department of Labor, from Illinois Workers' Compensation Commission, from the Illinois Department of Employment Security, which is unemployment, Illinois Department of Public Health, the Illinois Department of Human Rights. If you live in the city of Chicago, from the city of Chicago. If you live in Cook County, same. You have required posters for Cook County. And then if you're doing anything that would require some OSHA postings, then OSHA actually has some required postings for healthcare settings as well. And then, of course, our current environment in COVID, there are some posters that you may want to kind of help navigate some of the requirements surrounding COVID and masking, if you will. And so all of those different groups get involved. In fact, for all of our doctors that have employees, even one, across the state, there are approximately, well, there's more than 20 different posters that you have to have up. So here's what we've done. If you go to ilchiro.org/posters, that's ilchiro.org/posters. At that, there's a simple checklist. You can print off the checklist and click on the link, download the poster, print it, and one by one crunch through, and you'll have all of the updates. And you can get all of those posted today in those common areas or in those frequently trafficked areas by your employees. So these are posters that are required for your employees, not necessarily for your patients, if you will. But they're all available for you and for you to be able to download, again, at no cost, no charge. It's just in a simple checklist, and so you don't have to go out and purchase something from from an office supply store or something along those lines, or Amazon, whatever the case is. This is an easier way to get that done. Now, you may have to spend a little bit of time, because sometimes even those ones that you purchase through the office supplies don't necessarily cover everything. For example, most likely they're not going to have the required OSHA posters for healthcare settings that may specifically apply to your practice. For example, bloodborne pathogens, and other types of OSHA postings that may be required. And so if you're doing draws or things along those lines, or any kind of a lab testing and sampling, there's some additional requirements that you have to meet in regards to those postings. And so again, we've made it easy for you at ilchiro.org/posters, and get that done. It's a quick, easy thing to do at the end of the year. And we recommend doing that on a regular basis. If there's ever any changes, of course, as always, we make sure that you're notified and up to date and give you what those changes are. We'll catch you next week.